Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's a boy SAE. Bless upon yourself and thank you all for tuning in to this one. Some people, we're gonna zoom in on what Roston Chase had to say where he's basically blaming the West Indies, system in not preparing the West Indies for Australia quicks. You understand, he said that our first class system is flawed, and Aziz, if you look at Aziz guys, they have four of the top 10 bowlers in their ranking, so it's not going to be easy for West Indies batters to really trample over Australia. And based on what he's saying, guys, he's saying that the West Indies batters are afraid, or should I say timid, but he didn't really want to say timid, but based on what he's saying that they're timid or afraid of Australian quicks. But we're gonna fill you in on the details. But before we do so though, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. And don't forget, leave your honest comment down below. Alright, let's dive right into the details. Roston Chase. Regional cricket doesn't prepare West Indies for Aziz quicks. Wonderful people. West Indies Test captain Roston Chase believes the standard of cricket at the regional first-class level has contributed to the batting woes of the men in maroon and the international level, as he reckons the batsmen are not exposed to top-class bowling for consistent periods. Heading into the third test of a three-match series against Australia, the Windies go into the Sabina Park, Kingston, Jamaica clash trailing the Australia 2-0. The Sabina Park test will be a day and night affair, and will bowl off. He already started, guys, right now, guys, as this video is editing, the time it's currently West Indies have Australia 201 for 8. So that is pretty late in the night, so in the first two matches, guys, the West Indies showed good fighting qualities, particularly with ball in hand, as they bowled out the Aziz twice in both matches. However, West Indies batting remains a lot to be desired, as they suffered batting collapses in the second innings of both tests to fall to heavy defeats. The Windies lost the first test by 159 runs at Kensington Oval, Barbados with a 133-run loss following in the second test in Grenada. The Windies made 141 in the second innings of the first test, with a paltry 143 to show for their efforts in the second innings of the second test. Speaking to the media on July 11, guys, a day before the test match, or third test match began, Chase was asked whether the team's struggles to extend matches was based on technical flaws or mental lapses. The Windies were beaten inside 3 days in the first test, with the second test being wrapped up before tea and the fourth day. I think it's a bit of fitness and a bit of know-how. I think the guys are lacking a bit in the experience of that second innings, and I think we had a chat about the after lunch session. Chase said, "We have been playing good cricket before lunch, but every time after lunch, whether it be batting or bowling, we tend to slack off. We play first class cricket to come here, but I don't think our first class cricket is a good judge to bring you to the international level, because in most first class teams there are probably one or two good bowlers." The new Windies test keeper said, "In this Australian lineup, there are 4 guys in the top 10 who are going to be good consistently. I think that's a factor, and scoreboard pressure as well. I think seeing the lead in front of you, that kind of, I don't want to say it scares the guys, but it plays a bit on their mental." The 2025 regional first class sessions are the 2025 regional first class seasons spanned from January to April, right? And saw 8 teams playing 7 matches in a round robin format, right? That's how the West Indies select their players, right? Australia captain Pat Cummins is ranked third among test bowlers, with Josh Hazlewood fourth, Nathan Lyon seventh, and Mitchell Stark 10th, also occupying lofty positions. Incidentally, the 35-year-old Stark is set to play his 100th test when he takes the field at Sabina Park, which he already did. You understand? So, um, the West Indies was always in trouble, guys, playing against a team like Australia, with the batting and not clicking, guys, and, a lot is expected from the guys, or people believe that because they have top players in the team, that mean they are sure to put up with the fight. It's not easy, or it's not easy some of the time to face Australia, guys. All the teams around the world have learned their lesson and have seen that Australia is one of the best, if not the matter of fact, they're ranked first. So it's challenging for West Indies to really say they're gonna go up against Australia and beat them. They put up a good fight, yes, but they can't do it consistently, you understand? And I think we are grooming a good group of bowlers. And well, let's continue. Chase said there are no secrets about what the Aussies attack can do, but admitted it's a different kettle of fish to face the music with the bat in hand. I don't think anything will be different with the pink ball. We know what these guys do day in, day out. They come on that 6 meter length with Stark probably bowling a bit fuller and looking to swing it and shape it. Obviously, Nathan Lyon is a spinner, so I think the wicket will offer some spin as well. Chase resisted the urge to say whether or not the struggling Craig Brathwaite would play in Jamaica, as he said discussions and the final 11 had not been finalized at the time, but we already saw that he already knew, guys, that Brathwaite was not going to play. But as a captain, guys, or as you're doing interview, you can't let the puss out the bag before the time. You can't really tell the media that, hey, they're going to do that because they're going to run with it. Just let's wait until 11 was announced, and we saw that Brathwaite and Casey Carty and undeservedly have been replaced with Kevlan Anderson, Mikhail Louis, and Jamel Warwick. And you understand, for the third test. Alright, so in the two tests thus far, Brathwaite has returned meager scores of 4, 4 duck, and 7, with the latter two scores coming in his 100th match. Brathwaite, who's apart the other West Indies batsmen haven't exactly covered themselves in glory either, as fast bowler Shamar Joseph is the team's second highest scorer in the series with 105 runs. Joseph aggregate is only topped by Brandon King 115 runs, who grabbed his maiden test 50 in the second match of the series. Right? So the top order is a bit of concern. Obviously, we are not getting those good starts we have been looking for. Chase said it's been a tough examination in his debut series as captain, coming up against the number one team in the world, Australia. These guys are really relentless in terms of how they play their cricket, especially with the bowling lineup they have. He said, I think our bowlers have held their own, and I would like to commend them on that. They have been hitting their marks, and we have getting wickets early on, which is a plus for us. He's lost the lower order hitting apart. Joseph leads all bowlers in the series with 14 wickets, with Hazelwood 11 wickets and Jaden Seals 10 wickets next on the list. And though his fast bowlers have been doing a fine, good job thus far, Chase said West Indies would do themselves big favour by getting the scapulars of Alex Carey, Travis Head, and Steve Smith as early as possible. Carey and Smith made 50s in the second test, with Head's 250s helping the Aussies to the first test win. There is so much I could do, but each guy has to go out there and play his own cricket. I can only try to lead by example and try to make each and every player as comfortable as possible to go out and execute the role they have been given. I am confident in the guys going out in this game and playing some good cricket. So basically, guys, that was what Roston Chase had to say. But leave your thoughts down below. Alright, bless up.